Speaking of flying, now to a pair of airline pilots with a whole lot in common.
Identical twin brothers, in fact, who sometimes share the same cockpit. So think that gets confusing for the crew? Dolan Dillard has the story.
They say birds of a feather flock together, right? Well, these twins remain side by side through every glide.
The goal was to always do life together in a form or fashion, to be at the same airline, to be a flight crew the way we had been able to 4 times. We didn't expect it to be that way, and then for it to have an amount of an impact on others, we didn't foresee that either.
Wait on some of the numbers to come back.
Jamil and Jalal Paul's aviation dreams took off at only 4 years old on their first flight from New Jersey to Miami. And now, decades later, they're United Airlines pilots.
Just truly humbled and beyond blessed is really, that's the only way I can put it, because on paper it does not make sense for me to be standing here, or either of us for that matter.
On paper, the Bureau of Labor Statistics says less than 4% of commercial pilots are black. For that reason,
and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Captain Paul, assisted by First Officer Paul.
They work to ensure kids can see themselves in the cockpit, like doing pre-flight announcements inside the cabin in front of passengers.
Before we take off, I want them to know what's possible, because they'll hear my voice when we're in the air, and after we land, and they come back and see me, now they can say, oh, that was who was flying the plane.
We always wish we had an aviator who would look like us, tell us those things. Usually they didn't resemble us, and so usually when they're saying you'll be a great pilot one day, it's like, it's cool, but when they actually look like you and they're now telling you the same thing, it's a little bit more digestible.
Aviation experts say nearly half of commercial pilots will be at the mandatory age of 65 in the next 15 years, and there are very few from the younger generation to replace them. These twins say it really is their mission to remind kids how rewarding and important their careers really are, though.
Say the same amount of acumen that our young brothers and sisters have is what is required to fly these multi-million-dollar jets. And you get to, like he said, you can wake up in London, you can wake up in Paris, you can take your family to St. Thomas.
Or you can surprise your dad for Father's Day.
We wanted to make sure that all the passengers made it on board.
And fly him, literally, from New Jersey to Miami.
My twin brother, who happens to be our first officer today, our father is the one that's the last person on board here. So we're going to be flying with him today down to Florida. It's more than a pleasure, an absolute blessing to say the least.
Exact same flight that fueled these twins' aviation dreams several decades ago.
For him to see the both of us, he was actually the last person on the airplane on that day, and so he didn't know. We were supposed to meet in the airport for a lunch gathering. Instead, we were surprising him with a trip.
Oh, so he didn't know?
He had no clue. No clue.
Oh
What
my
a
gosh.
great story.
That is a great story.
Oh my goodness.
I hope they flew him first class.
I hope so. Wow.
That's really
incredible.
nice. Really sweet. And they're grateful, which makes it even better.
Yeah.